So welcome back. Thank you for hanging out, spending a few moments here with me. If you're new, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Now today we're going to talk about Hennessy. They're making waves in the Mopar world, and several months ago I reported that Hennessy was going to take a handful of TRXs and make a mammoth out of them. They always do really interesting projects with these Mopars. I've seen it with the Demon, Hellcat Durango. They always create super high horsepower vehicles with a healthy size price tag attached to them. Now they have 4 different levels to the Mammoth. The first one is you take your stock TRX with 700 horsepower, you know, that Hellcat engine, and they bump it up to 900 wheel horsepower with an upper lower pulley, upgraded fueling, and a few other upgrades to complement the TRX. Now if you want a little bit more than that, their other 2 trim levels will bring that 900 wheel horsepower to 1,000 wheel horsepower, which is impressive, and not much is going to hang around with you with that kind of power, even though the TRX weighs a ton, okay? If that is still not enough, they have the final package, which is a 6x6, and it has a Hellephant crate engine under the hood. They also modify it to get it to 1,200 horsepower, and this is rumored to be about $500,000, which I do believe, because if you take a look at the one Mammoth that is priced, it's, I believe, the one right below the 6x6, that is at $380,000. So, you know, to do a 6x6 with the Hellephant crate engine, it is realistic that they would charge $500,000. Not something that I would ever be able to afford. You know, it is what it is. Certainly a lot of power, you know, a lot of work goes into those vehicles, and it's just interesting to see what Hennessy is capable of doing with these super high horsepower vehicles. One thing that I want to talk about is, and maybe you guys can kind of weigh in on the comment section, why is it that Hennessy can take the crate engine, the Hellephant crate engine, and put it underneath the hood of a 2021 TRX? I know it wouldn't pass emissions and everything, but how is it that an aftermarket company can do it and sell it so publicly, and Dodge is not capable of doing it? Anyway, if you guys can weigh in on that, I'm definitely curious to hear what you guys have to say. Now I'm going to show you guys some of the really interesting races that Hennessy has done in the past. I'll tell you, they always do some really wild stuff that is very entertaining on their YouTube channel. You see them taking stock, you know, TRXs and Durangos and whatever, and lining them up against vehicles on their, I guess it's an airstrip or whatever. And then they also take the cars that they've modified and restack them up so that it's you could see the improvements, and they also have a dyno there. So, you know, definitely a lot of really cool footage that they do. I love the racing footage, to be honest with you. It really shows with you know, like kind of a street racing atmosphere where it's not truly prepped surface, and you can kind of see how a Hellcat Durango stacks up against the Camaro ZL1, and see how the race would go on the streets as opposed to at the drag strip.
So we just really greatly appreciate having crazy stuff that we can modify and take from 700 horsepower to 1,000 horsepower. Holy crap, this thing does not give up. You better just be aware of your braking zone. Whoa! Hello! So much fun.
Oh my God.
about to pass you about maybe 128. It's official, from 0 to about 125, 130, the stock Hellcat Durango beats a stock C8 Corvette. That is absolute insanity. A pretty fair fight between the massive third-row SUV with a Hellcat engine and a GT500.